about. Brad Simmons and the band, everybody! Yeah. Adorable. Well, thank you. My goodness. Isn't that a nice band? Now, if you people know anything about me at all, you know that I love cute guys. And so, I'm very excited because Chris Noth is here today. Oh, God. Yeah. Chris Noth, the poor guy. The guys in the audience are like, what do we have for us? Chris Noth, you know him from Sex and the City. That's right. And, of course, now, Law and Order, Criminal Intent. Whew. Very impressive. Those cops on those shows, they are so hardworking. That's a big job. There's a lot of crime. Yeah, there's a lot of crime, right? I guess that's why they have 3 Law and Orders. Just so much. They needed 3 shows to get it all in. But those actors that work on those shows, that's a 1-hour drama. It's a very hard job, long hours, very intense. Those people, those actors, don't have a lot of spare time. In fact, every guest who comes to do this show, they're doing it in their spare time. I think that's very nice of them. Yeah, that's right. Very nice. These are very busy people. Now, I'm just hosting this show, but I don't have a lot of spare time either. However, when I do, I like to make the most of it. Take a look.
Too hot for tea, but I'll drink it anyway. It's a nice day. On a nice day. On a nice day. I don't care what they say. On a nice day. On a nice day. On a nice day. On a nice day. I don't care what they say. On a nice day. I don't care what they say. On a nice day. Mother on the phone, she is older and gray, asking her little girl to come back and stay. On a nice
Thank you. I do what I can. I do what I can. Of course, now, there are a few tiny exaggerations in there. I mean, for example, I don't know how to bake a cake. That would be crazy. Well, since Chris Noth is here, and he flew all the way from New York to do this show in his spare time, I feel like we should get him out here right now so we can pack him up and get him back to work. Please welcome Law and Order, Criminal Intent, Chris Noth. Have a new boyfriend. I've just decided you're mine. Okay. I'm gonna sit like this. Oh, that feels good.
You were like a superhero in that film.
Oh, thanks. Well, I like to try to use my time wisely. See, yeah, you never know what I'll get up to. So, Chris, what do you really do in your spare time?
Sleep.
I love sleeping.
I love to sleep.
Yeah, me too. Can you sleep for like 10 hours? Because I can.
Oh, I can sleep for 10 hours.
Really?
I'd love to sleep for 10 hours if they weren't just building stores everywhere where I lived.
Oh, no, you live in a construction area?
In L.A., here, and in New York.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, hold on, I have to breathe. I'm nervous.
Oh, he gets nervous doing talk shows. Now, I know this. You said you get nervous. Now, there's no... Why? How
No,
could
it's
you
just
be nervous?
that they, in the pre-interview, they ask you some questions and things, and then you go, well, you know, what do you do? And you're like, God, not that much. What do you like to do? I don't know. I'm completely boring.
No, you're not. And
What
you
am
know,
I going to talk about?
but you know, I think on a lot of talk shows you see it and you feel like from watching it that you're supposed to go on and
Everyone's
like
so
do
chipper
handstands.
and happy. I feel miserable. No, everyone is like so happy, and I'm going, I should be that happy.
Well, we're here to make it all
Yeah,
better for
okay.
you. See, by the time you leave here, you're going to be the happiest man
I'm
on
going to be
earth.
like this all the time.
That's right. See? Such a pretty smile. We don't want it to go to waste.
Well, I do notice sometimes, I think it's Law and Order. Maybe it's the tenor of the show. I scowl a lot. I'm like frowning a lot. You know?
Well,
I'm
you're
like,
doing a drama, so you're used to kind of being angry or sad or afraid, and those are hard things to live with.
So then I'm walking down the street in New York, and I'm like, someone says, smile.
Oh, don't you hate that? That's the worst.
Cheer up.
Yeah. And you're like, buzz off. Yeah. I almost said something else, but it was dirty. Now,
I was about to say that too.
let's go back to an easier question for you. Where did you grow up? Because I know that you grew up in an interesting structure.
No structure.
No? Oh, with no structure, maybe.
I actually grew up in Stamford, Connecticut. I was born in Wisconsin, Madison. We moved to Stamford, Connecticut, and both my parents worked in the city, which means they were away a lot. So when they left the keys in the car...
Naughty, naughty boys. I love the naughty boys.
We were very naughty all the time.
Wasn't your house a converted barn, though?
How did you know? Yes.
I'm like
I
James
didn't-
Lipton. I know everything about you. This is inside the actor's studio. That's right.
Yes, it was. And my brother and I lived in the hayloft, which is why when I left doors open and people say, "What, do you live in a barn?" I go, "Yeah."
When I was growing up, I grew up in Oklahoma City, and we had a party one time in somebody's barn because there really wasn't anything else to do. And I think I had my first beer, and we were up in the hayloft, and I was ha-ha-ha laughing, and I fell through a hole into the hay. Yeah. Lucky I'm still here today.
I loved that house. That was like the most amazing place to grow up in, actually, because there were forests and meadows, and we'd take hikes, and there were all kinds of wildlife. It's all pretty much gone now. Stanford's kind of...
Oh,
yeah.
really? So it's all built up?
It's all, yeah. Well, in fact, I don't want to bore you too long with my growing up, but not only did we live in a barn, we lived on Webb Hill Road, and at the foot of our cobblestone driveway, which went up, was the graveyard of about 10 graves of the Webbs from the 1800s.
Wow.
Across the street was a St. Bernard kennel with about 100 St. Bernards, you know, howling. So whenever at 8 at night I'd wait for my Cub Scout meeting, at the end of the driveway it'd be, and there'd be the graveyard, and then, you know, you go home to the barn, it's like...
It's so scary.
So it was like terrifying all the time.
Oh, that's so scary. And now you're a big, brave guy, and you're playing a hero on a big, tough cop show.
But I play one on TV, not
Yeah. So you had, last year your partner was Annabelle Shura, who I love.
Yes,
And
I've been very lucky with
yeah,
partners.
and this year you've got another gal who seems
She's
really great.
amazing.
Really?
She's
Tell me more. I'm getting jealous.
She's just got a quality that's amazing, because you don't, initially you look at her and go, she's a cop, you know, because I have a line in the thing, which is, yeah, I never had a partner who had freckles before.
I think we have that
it's
clip.
in there.
Yeah, let's watch it.
Logan, how you two making out?
We're fine. Never had a partner with freckles before.
3 years undercover. Vice, drugs, white collar. No one ever made her.
Well, I can believe that. She get carded at bars?
I'll tell you the same thing I told her. Don't jump to conclusions about your new partner.
I smell a romance coming on. Yeah, there's the scout.
There's my scout.
Yeah, I need a photograph of this, of the actress.
There she is. Well,
oh, cute.
She's got this quality of milk and honey, but she's like steel on the inside. She can be really tough when she wants.
Yeah, just like me. See, just like me.
But
You
I
never
came
know.
up with a new, you know, and interrogations, you know, are tricky, and they're a big part of the show. And I have actually come up
You
with...
can interrogate me
Because I've come up...
anytime you
Well,
want
no,
to.
but the cliche... the cliche of being a cop is that you're always throwing someone up against a wall and yelling at them, and it's not true. You got to make friends with them, and you know, it's not always about slapping someone around. Like my idea of it, like if I was going to say to you,
This all sounds dirty to me, by the way. I'm just going to throw that
I have a new technique. It would be like, so did you have a lot to drink last night?
in. No, I didn't.
No, I think you probably did.
No, I think
Did you
I had
drink
half
wine?
a beer. No, well, I might have had half a glass.
Just half a glass.
Well,
What kind?
I can't remember.
kind?
I can't.
It's the tickle technique.
At least tickle me on my skinny parts.
Oh, I love handles.
So,
Make a Valentine card.
so you have a nightclub in New York, which of course is going to be my first stop next time I'm in town.
Well, now, have you ever done stand-up? Because Joan Rivers does an act every Wednesday there.
Really?
And if
I
she
haven't
does it,
done well,
you'd
I
be
could
amazing.
try. Yeah.
You could
Are you
just
gonna be
test
there?
it out. I'll be there.
Okay.
I'm there all the time. Give me another one and all my friends.
That's so much fun. Chris, thank you for being here.
Oh, I
you
loved
guys
it.
better check out Law & Order Criminal Intent. Tuesdays
Yeah,
at 9.
you're gonna be
Stick around.
surprised.
Sela Ward is here.
Still ahead, from The Guardian, Sela Ward. Later, country singer Steve Holy. Look no further. It's here on the next Megan Mullally Show. It's Patricia Heaton, and she and Megan do a little consumer reporting.
Urine be gone.
Anything with the word urine in the title, my eye goes right to it.
And from TV's All of Us, Dwayne Martin gets personal.
Might be a little jungle fever going on.
It's all on the next Megan.
We are going to meet some of the biggest liars in our audience. But first, when I started doing the show, one of the very first things that I wanted to do was update our super crappy dressing rooms. So I called in a couple of pros to help me out, and we went to West Elm, one of my favorite stores. Have a look.
Hi everyone, we're here at West Elm and we're on a mission. Megan's dressing rooms are really ugly, but we're here to rescue them.
Before coming here today, we took a look at the dressing rooms. They are completely uninspiring. Our biggest challenge is that both of the rooms are very tiny. Now, before arriving, we took pictures of both the spaces so we'd remember exactly what they look like. We took dimensions of both rooms so that anything that we buy today, we're sure it will fit perfectly. Very important when you're doing a redesign.
Megan's going to be here in a little bit, but we're going to get started. First stop, rugs. When we design a room, we like to start from the ground up. We love this one.
It has so much great character. It looks great with the wall-to-wall carpet that we have to use.
You should never go for the postage stamp idea. Go for something that's big enough to anchor the main seating area. It's really important. We're thinking about using this piece for one of the rooms, and a couch is a big investment. We love this one because it's in a neutral color, and if you get bored, you can just change out the pillows.
It's really easy and relatively inexpensive to change it by the season or just anytime you want to reinvent your room.
Hi there. I'm here at West Elm. All right, first thing I like to do is I like to pick up one of these handy dandy catalogs. They show everything, all the cute little furnitures and items. A couple weeks ago, on my only day off, I came right here to West Elm. While I was here, I met Carlo, the manager. I want to go find him right now. Where's that little scamp? Carlo!
Hey, Meg, how you
How
doing?
are you? Good
Doing
to
good.
see you.
Mwah.
Hey, we're hugging because we're on a very, very familiar basis now because Carlo spent so much time with me when I was in here a couple of weeks. Right, Carlo?
Absolutely.
We kind of cleared out a whole area that was the dimensions of my office. He let me do this. And we set it up with all the furniture that I was thinking about buying for the office so I could see how it all looked together. I'm here because some of the designers from my show are picking out furniture for the celebrity dressing rooms. So where are those gals? Have you seen them?
Let's go there right now.
Hi, Skylar. Hi, Anna. How are you? so glad you're rescuing us from our heinous dressing room. You know, the thing is, we want to have guests that want to come back, not people that say, you know, I did the Megan Mullally show and they have these skanky old dressing rooms. I like this couch, possibly for one of the dressing rooms, but do you think that this would be a good couch for me to make out with George Clooney on? Because if not...
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, are you sure?
It's nice too because those rooms are kind of on the small side, and putting a large piece of furniture like that makes it feel a little bit more substantial in there rather than lots of little tiny pieces of furniture.
So, girls, what's a good tip for accessorizing?
Well, you really want to use a wide variety of materials and shapes. Mix in ceramic, mix in some glass, wood, silver. It really helps, you know, make it more interesting, gives it some personality, gives it some character. You can even mix in some old and new things to help with that.
The key thing to remember is diversity. I mean, you wouldn't want to buy 6 pairs of the same jeans.
I wouldn't do that. Crazy. What a crazy person would do. I love this lamp. I think this is really...
It's beautiful.
It's very chic.
When you scatter light around the perimeter of a room, it really helps expand the borders, which we need too because it's such a small space.
Yeah.
I learned so much from you.
Yeah.
Single tear. So, what's left, ladies? Have we missed anything?
I think we have it all.
We just have to get back to the dressing room so we can paint and load in all this great stuff.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of good, old-fashioned hard work, which I have absolutely no interest in helping you with. But I will walk you to the door.
Okay.
That's the kind of gal I am. Joining me now are Skylar and Anna, the two talented designers. Hello, girls.
Hi.
Oh. You did it! Did you have fun helping me with this project?
We did. It's always fun for us to have dramatic before and after results, and in this case, we really couldn't go anywhere but up, so it was great.
Seriously. Well, I can't wait to show everybody what you guys did. So let's take a look at the before of the first dressing room you did. Let's see a picture of that. Oh, gorgeous, isn't it? So inviting. Romantic. Now, let's see what the ladies did. They worked the magic. Yeah, how about that? All from West Elm.
So in this room, we put 2 mirrors over the sofa to enlarge the space and we used a light rug with a pattern, but we kept the color palette pretty neutral in here, so this room's really all about a combination of texture and finish.
And you said you put 2 mirrors over the couch to make the space look bigger?
Right.
I love that. Okay, now let's see the second fabulous room before you got your hands on it. Let's see that one. Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that. You just want to move right in. Now, after, let's see the after, what the girls did. So cute.
So in this room,
How cute that is.
we used a lot more color, and we used these great wall tiles that West Elm has, and kind of grouped several of them over the sofa in a kind of non-traditional type of art. And we also used 3 white table lamps around the room to really brighten it up because it was so dull and dark in there to start off with.
I love that room so much that when I saw it, I was jealous. I was like, well, why can't they be my dressing room? So I have to tell you, honestly, that all of the celebrity guests, I think, to a man or woman, have said these are the nicest dressing rooms we've ever, you know, been in for a talk show. So I think you job well done. Congratulations, ladies. What are you working on right now?
We're working on a couple beach houses and a great classic Mediterranean from the 20s. And we're also doing the offices of a big entertainment company here in town.
Oh, maybe you come over and do something for me sometime.
We'd love to.
Okay. Thank you, Skylar and Anna. Great job. And special thanks, of course, to West Elm for their help with this project. Now, if you guys want to learn more about design or how you can get some of the cool items that are in the new dressing rooms, go to our website at meganshow.com. Up next, actress Sela Ward.
Later, country singer Steve Holy. Next, Emmy winner Sela Ward. On the next Megan Mullally Show, it's Patricia Heaton.
Here and be gone.
And from TV's All of Us, Dwayne Martin. Don't just watch the Megan Mullally Show, be a part of it.
Hit it!
Parents, teachers, and principals, go to meganshow.com to find out how you can win $25,000 for your school library. Brought to you by Nestle Toll House Morsels and Refrigerated Cookie Dough. Bake the very best.
It's good. It's good stuff.
It's all at meganshow.com.
an Emmy and Golden Globe award-winning actress, but starting this weekend, she can be seen on the big screen in The Guardian. Take a look.
Started painting again?
Yeah, great light up there.
You know, I want to apologize for the phone calls, Helen. I should have given you your space.
And you felt showing up here unannounced was the best way to communicate that?
Please welcome Sela Ward. Hi, I'm so glad you're here. Look at those necklaces. What are those?
Oh,
Those
aren't
are really
these-
cool.
I have this horrible fear of flying. I used to love to fly, and then I guess since I had kids, I have a reason to be here, and I'm really. But I started wearing all these things. I call them my protectorates. I don't know that that's a word, but
Sure
I have
it
I'm
We'll make it
covered.
one.
I'm covered. I have a Turkish evil eye. I have a Mary, a Buddha, a cross, a Jewish star, Saint Christopher, Ganesh, for luck and prosperity.
That's fantastic. Well, and it looks cute too. So you're killing
I
two
feel
birds with
much
one
better
stone.
with them on.
Oh, well, that's nice. Well, listen, I'm really excited because Sela is the first of our. I have a little bag here. I'm going to start getting it out now. She's the first of our guests to officially participate in this creative challenge that we're doing called Self-Portrait, where you pick 10 objects, 10 or less, that describe you. Now, so we're going to look through your objects and see what they are.
Well, I think y'all told me 5, so I'm running out of the house this morning going, oh my God, okay, what objects do I throw together? And they're not that creative, but they're me.
Come on. Of course they're creative. Okay, can I just start pulling them out?
Sure.
Okay, so what do we have here?
These are architectural plans because I think I have a serious problem. I'm like really addicted to fixing up houses and
do you buy them and try
decorating and
that's called flipping, right?
I'm like a serial flipper. It's really kind of disturbing, but I love it.
Yeah, well, if you love it, that's all that counts.
But I live in them, that's the problem.
Look
And
at
then
this.
Do
What year
y'all
is this
remember
from?
Blind
Well,
Faith?
I do, because I'm 109. None of these people do.
Eric Clapton, Steve Winwood. I'm
great
fixated in 60s and 70s music. I found these the other day because I thought my son should wallpaper his wall in album covers. And then he should know what an album looks like.
Okay, is this your son by any chance?
Yes.
Look at those cute kids. Oh.
This is Austin and
How
Annabella.
old are
They were
they?
doing the tango together. A rare moment.
Where are you? You're
in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah, that's your kitchen. Okay.
House
Cute.
is under
I like it.
construction.
All right. Uh-oh, speaking of under construction, does that factor in anywhere, or is
No,
this...
this is a paintbrush
Oh,
for
you're-
canvas.
Oh, you're painting.
I'm not painting the walls.
Well, you must have big canvases, because that's a healthy paintbrush.
Yeah, no, I did.
Yeah, I'm used to those little teeny ones like that.
You know, I work on big canvases.
That's great. When did you start doing that?
College. That was my
that's so
major in
neat.
college.
Wow,
So
what's
I'm a
this?
painter.
There's all kinds of things in here.
Oh, you know, this is so special. My mama, who's no longer with us, she gave me this one time, and I've kept it always because and when you said bring something that represents you, and when I was little, I used to, there was this tree in the back of my grandma's house, and when I'd go visit her, I'd sit in this tree, and this was my best friend, this tree, and I would talk to this tree.
Aww.
I must have been kind of lonely,
Yeah.
I think, or something, because
Were you an only child?
no, but I was the oldest of 4 kids, but we were all stair-stepped, so 3 in diapers at one time. I think I didn't get a lot of attention.
You probably wanted a break from babysitting, that's my guess.
So I have a real affinity for trees.
Now, last item, you did six objects, which is great. Now,
Okay,
what's
these
this?
are grits. These are instant grit, and they're because I'm from Mississippi, and I just love the South.
Well, You're bringing out my Okie accent a little bit because whenever I talk to somebody, because I'm from Oklahoma, and whenever I talk to somebody for more than a couple of minutes who has that, I hear it in you.
I know, me too. I've been around a lot of Southerners lately.
You know, I got a good impression of what you're like from that. I think that's kind of neat. Okay. Please. Now, this weekend, what is it, open on Friday?
The Guardian opens tomorrow, Friday.
Tomorrow,
yes,
okay.
Yes, yes.
So that's
it's
kind of
really
exciting.
good. It's
can
I tell them what it's about? It's about Coast Guard rescue swimmers. So you've got all these hot guys, you know, like Ashton Kutcher in like those little Speedo bathing suits. And,
nice.
But it's really a fabulous movie because no one really, I certainly didn't know what all the Coast Guard did. I mean, I thought, okay, they want to make sure you have your boating license or your life preservers, in the boat or something. But in Katrina, they rescued 30-something thousand people.
Oh my gosh!
And they're really extraordinary.
Everybody be sure to see that. Now, I understand you like to be surprised, and when we come back, we just might have a surprise for Miss Sela Ward, so don't go away.
Next, more with Sela Ward.
Well, welcome back. As you can see, I'm here with Sela Ward. Now, the surprise isn't coming yet, so you can relax.
Okay.
You celebrated a kind of a milestone birthday recently, didn't you?
Oh, I did. I turned 50.
Can you believe that? You are gorgeous.
Thank you.
I mean, it must be like not too rough turning 50 when you look like you. I mean, come on. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you.
So,
It's not so bad.
And, well, you know what? And
not so good. It is what it is, and you just got to embrace it. And
see, that's the right attitude. And you know, we get so caught up now with the whole pressure to look like you're 17 when you're 80, and it's a little unrealistic. And you're embracing it, and that's very healthy.
It's so true because the other day I'm going like this, and I'm seeing all these little lines around here, and I'm going. There's something comforting about that.
Mm-hmm.
There's
That's
something
what's supposed to
comforting
happen.
about. Yeah, it is what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Not that you can't have plastic surgery and talk to me 10 years down the road, and I don't know if I'll do this or not. but at least we have that option A, and B, there's just, I don't know, there's just something really comforting about people really aging like you're supposed to, It's not
and seeing what you're supposed to turn out like.
Yeah.
It's a surprise, just like we have up our sleeves for you. Do you have any idea what it is?
I have no idea.
All right, let me give
Okay.
you some hints. Where did you go to college, my fine feathered friend?
University, Alabama.
And in college, were you involved in any sports or activities?
I was a cheerleader.
You were a cheerleader. Oh my. Well, there she is. So cheery. Now, do you have any friends from college, say cheerleader-y type partners that you haven't seen for a while?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. I will come on because
Like
here is Sela's
my partner.
Yes, Sela's cheerleading partner from University of Alabama, Chip Cornelius. Yeah, he's here. He's here. He's coming in. Come on out here.
Good to see you.
Come sit on the couch. We'll put Chip in the middle. Yeah, put Chip in the middle.
Beautiful.
Hi, Chip.
Oh my
Thanks
gosh,
for coming out.
what fun this is.
This is great.
This is for you.
You have a picture of the two of you.
I have not seen you, and I'm afraid to
20
think of 20
years.
years.
Well, you-
Long time.
Long time.
I'm tempted to ask you to do a routine,
You
but
could
you
not-
probably need to practice first.
Oh, yeah.
May I
we
take
have a
this
photo
off
of
real
you
quick?
together?
Yes, take that off.
This is way too small. It's a medium.
Oh, is that your old cheerleading jacket? That's so bad.
It used to fit in college.
Chip, how have you been?
Terrific. How are you?
Was she a good partner?
She was fantastic.
I bet.
We worked together
We
very
had
well.
so much fun.
Yeah,
And
it was a big time.
these poor guys, they had to lift you up, and, you'd be doing all these things where you'd flip back down, and they'd catch you, and they just,
it was a lot of work. It was a big responsibility,
Do you,
but we
do you
made it
have
fun.
any
too.
particular memories that stand out for you?
Well, one that was maybe we can laugh about it now, but I think, you remember the wraparound thing? We used
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
when-
yeah.
So start with Sela in your arms like this, the legs spin around, you catch them behind, the torso comes back around, but it didn't quite come back around. There was a wardrobe malfunction, I think it was. So, seriously, so Sela goes flying, out in front of me, kerplunk, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I just dropped the homecoming queen, How do you do that? But that was, we can laugh about that.
This is just
I bet she was
wild.
in
It's like
very
welcome,
good hands with
What's
you.
that show, like
This Is Your
or
Life,
something?
yeah.
That's right.
That's right. It's a mini version of This Is Your Life. Well, thank
What
you
a
so much for
wonderful
coming.
treat.
Oh, you're
this
welcome.
Is really
This
fun.
is-
Please go see Sela in her new movie, The Guardian. And after that, Steve Holy performs. Right on.
Next, singing Brand New Girlfriend, country star Steve Holy. If you're in the Los Angeles area and would like tickets to our show, go to www.meganshow.com.
My next guest recently hit #1. That's right, #1 on the country chart with this song from his new album. Here to perform, Brand New Girlfriend. Please welcome Steve Holy.
She said I need some time to find myself. I need a little space to think. And maybe we should start seeing other people. 'Cause baby, things are moving way too fast for me. So I picked up what was left of my pride, and I put on my walking shoes, got up on that high road, and I did what any gentleman in L.A. would do. I got a brand new girlfriend. We went and jumped off the deep end, flew out to L.A. for the weekend, spent the whole day lying on the beach wearing nothing but a smile, playing kissy kissy smoochy smoochy, talking mushy mushy about nothing. Man, I think I'm on to something, because I feel just like a kid again. I got a brand new girlfriend. I love it when she calls me Buttercup. She laughs and says I left the toilet seat up. She pops the top for me a cold beer and says that Megan's always welcome here. When I get hungry, she takes me out, and I'm riding shotgun like a Shih Tzu hound. My tail's wagging, my tongue's hanging out. It makes me want to shout. I got a brand new girlfriend. We went and jumped off the deep end. We fly to L.A. for the weekend. Spend the whole day lying on the beach wearing nothing but a smile, playing kissy kissy smoochy smoochy, talking mushy mushy about nothing. Man, I think I'm on to something, because I feel just like a kid again. I got a brand new girlfriend. I mean, ooh, Lord. Cute, cute, cute. She likes to write her names in the sand. She's hearing wedding bells and making plans. She's gonna hang around a while, I guess. And she hasn't even told me she loves me yet. I got a brand new girlfriend. We went and jumped off the deep end. We fly right here to L.A. on the weekend. Spent the whole day lying on the beach wearing nothing but a smile, playing kissy kissy smoochy smoochy, talking mushy mushy about nothing. Man, I think I'm on to something. You know I feel just like a kid again. I got a brand new girlfriend. She makes me feel just like a kid again. I got a brand new girlfriend.
All right. Fantastic. That is such a great song. I love it. Hey, stick around, because when we come back, we're going to be talking to Steve. So good.
More with Steve Holy. The Megan Mullally Show. Anything can happen, and everything will.
Steve Holy, I listened to your record and it's great. Now that song is fantastic. I mean, it's so catchy. It got me all pepped up.
I haven't had a #1 in 4 years. So my first #1 was.
It's been 4 whole years since you've had a #1. You poor thing.
Well, that's 20 years in music.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, now your video, I was noticing the brand new girlfriend is not exactly what people might think, right?
What? What do you mean? The brand new girlfriend happens to be a girl that we've never had an argument since we started dating. She is a blow-up doll, but we don't. She doesn't talk back. She's just a great.
Oh, there she is. Oh, she's very attractive. Yes.
Beautiful.
Her hair's kind of like mine. Was that the model for the? No.
That was the intention.
Oh, okay, good. Well, thanks. I'm flattered. Now, I know you go out on the road a lot, and so you got a million fans. You must be coming face to face with your fans a lot and having some interesting experiences.
Yeah, I was in Atlanta. I was in the Atlanta airport. I was sitting at a bar having tea, Mom, and I was talking to a lady, and she said, "What do you do?" I said, "I'm a recording artist." And she said, "Really? What type of music?" I said, "I sing country music." And she said, "That's my favorite." And I said, "Do you know the song Good Morning Beautiful?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "That's my song." She said, "Are you serious? That's my song also." Well,
she thought you guys were really hitting it off.
We have so much in common.
Same taste in music. What's your favorite book? Yeah, I love that. That's great. Well, so you're performing. You're on the road a lot. You're doing lots of concerts all over. And is there any one moment that really stands out for you?
Wow. In '99, when I first got my record deal, leather pants were cool. And
leather pants are always cool.
Are they?
Steve.
Well, I bought leather pants, and I split them on stage. And, and none of the guys in the band told me. They let me go. You know, they're behind me. They could see it.
Up the back?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so the drummer called me over. He's like, "Steve, get back here." And I walked over, and everyone started laughing behind me. And he totally hung me out to dry.
Were we wearing underwear that day?
I was the next day for sure.
Mom, in case you're listening, drinking tea and wearing underwear. Now, so I understand that you live in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Did you build your own house?
I did. I built my own house. I'm kind of proud of that.
That is unbelievable.
Well, I took 8 months off to build it, and it took me 2 years. So that's the last time I'll build a house.
Did you design it yourself?
I did. I helped in the designing, and this wasn't one of these houses where you have 4 options. You want A, B, C, or D, and then tell people you built your house. I actually built it, so it's. But I won't do it again.
That is a big, big job. I know that's a giant undertaking. Now, where are you off to next?
Gosh, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and we're taking advantage of being out on the West Coast. So we're going from here to Baton Rouge.
Oh. Really good planning. You must have an excellent tour manager.
He tells me he is.
Yeah, that's good. Well, thank you so much for being here. I love that song. You can find Steve Holly's brand new girlfriend. The CD is in stores now, and I've got a copy for everybody in the audience. We'll be right back. That everyone seems more interesting on TV? It's true. But the thing is, you never know what to believe, and I can prove it with a little game I like to call 2 Lies and a Truth.
2 lies and a truth.
All right. Here's how we play it. We are going to hear from 3 people. Each of them is going to tell us a story, but only one of them, that's right, only one is telling the truth. After each scenario, the audience is going to decide who they think is telling the truth by applauding. Okay, now, hello. One of you had an unusual experience with a police officer. What was it?
When I was in college, I mooned an undercover cop. I was standing on a corner, and a cop and his dog was next to me, and the dog lunged at me, and the cop yelled down, so I hit the deck, and he looked at me and said, I was talking to the dog.
It was my bachelorette party, and we had a noise complaint. Cop came to the door. I thought it was a stripper, so I acted loud and obnoxious as usual, and I got a ticket.
Wow, you're all pretty good liars. I can't tell. Now let's vote. Audience applause. Do you think that number 1 is telling the truth? Okay. Do you think it's number 2? Or do you think number 3? That's a runoff between 2 and 3. 2 and 3. 2 and 3. I'm going to go with 2, and you were right. Number 2 is telling the truth. Oh, fantastic. Very good job. You all getting a Megan Mullally t-shirt, just what you've been waiting your whole life for. All right. Now, oh, here we go. They're right here. How about that? You don't even have to wait. Instant gratification. Okay. Now, I want to thank all of my guests today. Chris Noth, Sela Ward, and Steve Hawley. Join me tomorrow when my guests will be Patricia Heaton from All of Us, Dwayne Martin, and a musical performance from Jesse McCartney. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.